Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with my journey around the world. And after leaving Bordeaux, it did take a little while, but I finally got a job, and now I'm in Portugal. I'm actually in the depths of Portugal at the moment, in the National Championship, uh, Group D, with Estrela VN. So, yeah, I'll tell you how I got here. Um, I left Bordeaux and I sort of waited around see if there's any jobs. There's a lot of people offering me jobs. Wayne Rooney actually went on to take on the thingamajig job, the Bordeaux job. I'll show you. Look at that, Wayne Rooney there. Pretty crazy to see. He left Juventus, so Juventus offered me the job. I declined to take that up. Lazio offered me the job. Who else offered me a job? Who? Let's have a look. In Italy, there was quite a few clubs in Italy that offered me jobs. I think Pescara did, Napoli might have, Udinese did, I think Sampdoria might have. Also, we had a lot of clubs in France offer me jobs. I know Lille offered me a job, along with Lorient and Nice and Stade Rennais. And I did apply for some jobs, but I didn't because I was holiday continuing. I didn't have time, so applied some jobs in Portugal, one in Germany, one in I think somewhere else, but I forgot. But yeah, so in the end, I applied to become the manager of Estrela VN. The reasons why, it was taking quite a while to get a job, so I decided I'd go for them, and I wanted a lower league management job to try and bring a club up. So here I am, and the badge looks quite nice to be fair. So um, I took over in the 26th of February, so right after this game. So as you can see, we did pretty well. Um, I will take you through what happened, what our club looks like. It's very chop and change, really. I think this is generally the sort of lineup we go with normally. So I decided to take on a 4-2-1-2-1. Yes, this is what I took on the first season due to the fact that we don't really have many players in good positions. Um, wait, I'll put in Jose Antunes there. There we go. So normally in goal we have Braganza. So this is definitely a step down in quality of what we had at Bordeaux. Being a keeper, he's been quite good for us this year. 11 clean sheets, very good. He had 5 man of the matches as well, so that's quite good there. Our left back is well, it is Nuno Ferreira, but he's leaving for Odivelas at the end of the year, which is really annoying because I would have liked to keep him around. He looks quite good. But yeah, got Sam Powell, um, one of our quality centre backs, 18 leadership there as well. So he's one of the strong centre backs along with Xiao Pinto, 27-year-old centre back, great determination there. Not really anything else. Then we have Amaro as a right back, good determination, not really anything else. These are the players I've sort of inherited, so I had to work with them. Defensive mids, we got Rene Awula. Got some okay stats, I guess. Nothing special. And Vasquez, who looks probably the better of the two, but yeah. Then we got Antunes playing centre mid. He's okay. We do need another centre mid. I think we need some more centre mids. And then attacking mids, we got Dio Fagini, who's actually quite. He did very well for us this year. 8 goals, 9 assists in 25 games. For a player that doesn't look that good, he did well. And at the moment, we've just brought in Paulo Costa. Um, we brought him in right, I think, quite soon into my reign. 12 appearances, 5 goals, 6 assists. Quite a good acquisition. As you can see, he's sort of got some better stats all around. So hopefully he does well. And he's only 19 as well. Star man up top is Art Pinto, 24-year-old striker. Um, very good for us this year. 15 goals in 30 games, goal every other game. And actually, a player I want to point out is Paulo Capero, who was the backup striker, but he also did very well. He came on a sub most times, but he got 4 goals and 6 assists, most of them coming during my reign, so quite happy with what he gave to us. So, what happens in the National Championship, Group D, is basically They have the first phase, 18 games. The top two go into Group A or Group B, and this is sort of promotion. So this mixes with A, B, C groups. So the top two all go into Group A and B. I think there's is it. Is there more? There's E and F actually, and G and H. Okay, so that's why there's so many. So that goes into the Group A and Group B. And then the top two, I think, basically get promoted, and the other two need to do a playoff. So then the Champions playoffs is the winners of those two, and then the promotion playoffs they also get promoted as well. But if you don't get in the top two of your group, you go into the relegation stage. And I joined when we were in the relegation obviously, they wanted promotion, and the other manager couldn't get it, so I had to sort of fill out the rest of the year and try and get us top of this relegation stage. Doesn't really do anything, but it looks better. But yeah, so we did actually, as you can see there, win it. We actually haven't lost since I've taken over, which is very, very nice to see. Um, we started off with a very convincing 4-1 win over Olivier Beiro, Sampaio, Figini, Costa, and Borges with goals. 2-1 win over Panici, Artupinto, and Caipero. 2-0 over Atletico CP, Artupinto with 2. A 2-2 draw with Dragos Sandinenses. Paulo Costa and Artupinto with 2 early goals, but they got 2 back, which is quite annoying. Amarante was a 2-0 win. Pedro Borges and Artupinto. 1-1 with Elvas, Paulo Costa. 2-0 over Cacadores Taipas, Diego Figini with 2. 3-0 over Olivier Barrero, Paulo Costa, Artupinto, and Figini. 2-1 over Atletico CP again, Figini and Vazquez. 2-1 over Panici, Artupinto, Jose Antunes. And then a 2-0 over Dragos Sandinenses, Diego Figini, and Paulo Costa. So, we didn't really play that many games, and we finished top. 10 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss, and that was before we even got here. So, very good in that aspect. Player stats wise, we did have the most games won. I think it's really weird that the National Championship D only counts the stats for the teams, like all teams before, but if the top 2 teams go into the playoff, it doesn't, any of their stats don't count towards this, only the relegation stuff do. So Pinto was the top goal scorer, Figini with assists, and Paulo Costa there was 6 also. Red cards, player of the match Figini and Bracancha, clean sheets, clean sheets, Bracancha with that as well. But yeah, it was a bit odd. And then I think it's just all of Portuguese National Championship Young Player of the Year. It's very odd what's going on. So yeah, I'm sort of getting used to it. Transfers wise, we haven't done anything, I don't think, so far. So with this, there'll be quite a lot of work to do, I think, going into the next summer. We start off basically just in the overall stage, first phase, and I want to try and get promoted. So yeah, I think there's nothing really to go through. Ah, yes, I'll go through Bordeaux and how they've done this year. So I left them with Wayne Rooney in charge. Transfers wise, they brought in some quite good players. Brought in Kenneth Pedersen, which I looked at sort of was a very good acquisition going for the youth as well. They did sell Marcos Lopez for 6 million, Javier for 9.25, Santiago for 3.2, João Pizotto to Inter for 22.5, Horstadter went to Bayern, Bob Konopka, who player I recently only bought, went to Chelsea for 12.25, Jabali went, Francisco went for 24.5, which I thought was quite good, and then Mason went for 2.4. So he did actually made some very good acquisitions there. And in the end, they came second, unfortunately. Quite a few points. Only did it by goal difference as well. So not the best season for Rooney, which is really odd to say. They did win the Champions Trophy, but they lost the French Cup final against PSG, but they did win the Coupe de la Ligue final. They went out in the group stage to 4-4 and away goals against Juventus, which was quite annoying to see. Man City won it for a second year running. They're just ridiculous. I'll show you what happened with Atletico. Transfer history wise, they keep bringing players you don't really know of, players that leave. Mariuma left. He doesn't. Brian Shongway left for Zenit finally. Um, what a player he is. Um, he never really got played under the new manager, which is quite sad to see after he did so well for us. Look at those 2 seasons he had there, especially that one. 21 goals, 17 assists. He did amazing. And then next season, he didn't get a start. Ridiculous. Manager didn't know what he was doing. Um, but they, in the end, um, lost the Spanish Cup final. Um, got to the semis of the Champions League. No, they got to the final and lost to Man City actually. Um, and then Liga BVA they came second as well. So these managers showing they cut Christian Janssen from Chelsea can't step up to what I'm doing. But yeah, so I think that's it really. I'll be back next January to do sort of a halfway review how we're doing in the season. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been Alex, and I'll see you guys later.